morning. So, this these back deck chats, back porch chats, they always come around after I've had a little think. So this morning, I got out for what is typically my just walk around the block kind of thing, which I do just after I get my kids set up with breakfast for her day. And then I usually go for like maybe 10 minutes. And this morning, I just made a beeline for the river because I couldn't not. It was kind of like I didn't have a choice. So anyway, so I walked down to the river and I ended up going for an hour and a half. And as I was on the walk, I was like, you know what? I need this. It's good. It's okay. Let's just go get lost in nature and let's go see who's there and what's going on by the river. And I saw the geese and it was just lovely. And then on the way back, then I started to realize, fart. I have a bunch of work that's due. I have a long day. I have a long to-do list. I shouldn't have walked. And then I started berating myself as I was walking back. And I did that for all of 5 seconds. And then I went, stop it. Stop it. The world's not going to end if I go for an hour and a half walk. And then I started to think a little bit more on this whole work and cram things in culture that we have on the go right now, and how then we also have the cancel culture. And then we also have the cancel culture, which tries to cancel the cancel culture. And then we and then go on and on and on. And then there's this there's checks and balances. God, this toque is a little too long at the back. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, okay. Anyway, there's all of these checks and balances, and then all of these ways that we doubt what we're trying to do, and that we have the self-talk. And then I started to think, whose self-talk is it? Is it really truly my self-talk? Or is this the you shoulds from the world and the pressure we have from the world? And also, could it kindly bleep off? Because I don't want it. And then I realized, oh yeah, you have a choice. Yeah, you always have a choice. And then I started to think, oh, well, you have it rich that you can go for an hour and a half walk and still be okay. And not everybody can handle that. And then I started to cancel myself through that. And I thought, well, that's not working either. And it's not working in any which way. And then I realized, when something feels weird or not comfortable or something that I need to change, just before, I always feel uncomfortable. And that uncomfortable feeling... Hi, guys. It's nice to see you, too. That uncomfortable feeling... Oh, don't I look a sight? Anyway, that uncomfortable feeling is partially because something's not right and I am needing it to change. It's as simple as that. And it is within me to look to balance. And then, so, for example, I'm walking back and I was thinking, I have this and this and this, and I said I'd get this, and I have this for client, and this for the book, and this for the blah, 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 all these pieces. And then I quickly got overwhelmed and just undid the hour walk I had been on. I wasn't even out of the gully yet, and it was already happening. And I thought, I can't wait till I'm retired, was my first thought. And then I realized, oh my gosh, this toque, it's just too much. Sorry, you're going to have to deal with this hair. So then I started to think I can't wait till I'm retired. Okay, well, what does that mean? Oh, then at least I'll have all the time in the world to go do what I want. Do you know what? What if you don't make it to retirement? God forbid. What if right now we do what we can? Let me fix this first because it's going to bother me otherwise. It's just because I had a toque. I had nice hair before. Okay, it's cool. Whatevs. What if that whole feeling as I was coming out of the gully and went, God, I just can't wait till I'm retired. At least then I can go for 3 hours if I want down to the river. Do you know who's the boss of me? Me. If I want to go for a 3-hour walk, I'm going to go for a goddamn 3-hour walk. And if the hour and a half walk helped reset me, why am I not making time for it? And that desire for retirement was a call to let me know that I was out of balance. I was currently out of balance. I have been outside for walks, but they have been short walks, or they have been walks in the dark, or they have been walks with my family, which is really lovely, but they are not walks by myself. And I need walks by myself. I need walks by myself to figure shit out. I'm a sweary pants today. It's cool. They're just words. So, when things are out of balance, here's a thought. When you catch yourself poo-pooing or shoulding yourself, where you're like, oh, I should be, oh, I could be, oh, if only I had, if you have those kinds of thoughts, what if those are actually kindness bombs? What if they are reminders from you asking you to balance things out? And they are simply a reminder that things are out of balance. In my work in holistic nutrition, I've been working with clients with all kinds of different kinds of health stuff on the go these days. From like thyroid to autoimmune to lots of histamine stuff to chronic disease stuff to really low energy, like where your mitochondria are just had it and your adrenals are pooched. So the work that I do is in helping light the way and helping find a way out of what feels like pits. Like where there's darkness and it's hard to find your way and it's dark, right? And there's so many people when they in our first appointments are like, okay, well, I've already been doing this and still I don't, and they're still really focused on like this micromanaging picture. And I get it. I absolutely get it. More than anything, every time I encounter a client, our first round of work is in creating safety. Because that's what's missing. You are micromanaging. You are ticking the boxes of all the things you're supposed to and should be's. And I oughta and I should be. And why don't I try? Oh, and I'm not good enough for this, or I should be, or it could be, all those things. That's not the way out. The way out isn't going, seeing where there's an imbalance, trying to read the signs of what is an imbalance, and then trying to look at it from a 180-degree point of view differently. The space you are in, is it conducive to healing? The space of micromanaging and holding on to the shoulds and woulds, but I'm doing my list because somebody gave me the list. Those are all fine and dandy and can certainly be part of your piece to put things back in place. But I'll tell you, first you need to actually tap into what's out of balance for you. If you're coming out of the gully after having been down there for an hour, hanging out with a new neighbor, Leanne, hi Leanne, or talking to the geese, or just hanging out and watching the geese on the river like I was this morning, and then you have the, oh God, I can't wait till I'm retired piece. Why do you have to wait till you're retired? The I can't wait till I'm retired piece was a call for, you need more space, Luca. You need more space to zone out, to think, and just to be observing of the natural world. That's what it was for me. I cried on the way home. I cried when I came out of nature. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just exhausted. That must be it. I must not be doing all these pieces right. No, you know what? It's really simple. I've not been in nature. And nature felt so right. And then I had to say goodbye because I have to come home. Because I have work to do. And yeah, I'm excited about my work. Like, don't get me wrong. But why do I have to cry? I am exhausted. Anyway, this is all to say, when something feels weird, off, out of kilter, out of balance, first things first, look at it. Sit with it. Ask it questions. Oh, what's going on? What does this mean? Out of curiosity, and out of a childlike curiosity. Not a having to pinpoint and not having to find the answer. More out of curiosity. And just start there. I do a series called Eating with the Seasons, and the homework with this series is every week you get a piece added on. The first week you go for a walk. If your life feels really full, then the 20-minute walk needs to turn into a 60-minute walk. If you're too busy, then it needs to be a 90-minute walk. Do you see where I'm going with this? And every week there's a little piece added on, and the piece is always built super simply, one on top of the other. Find a place to walk. Go back to the walk and go see who's there. And then the third week is like, really, like, who is there? What's happening there? And it's meant to help reintegrate you with the natural world. These are really simple questions that I pose to the group every week. So, how can you no longer, or how can you not no longer, because that's the cancel culture. Do you hear the war talk everywhere? Where can you go ask questions in nature in this week? Where can you go seek answers in nature for the balance piece that you need? It's not going to be in a book. It's not going to be in a conversation with me. It's going to be in a conversation with yourself. And I think the only time and space where it's really conducive to that is either in a meditative state, or if that's tricky to achieve because everyone's in your house on top of you right now, can you go out in nature? Where can you ask questions? Go find a spot where you can ask questions and start there. Ask the questions of, oh, what am I observing? What do I see? What do I feel? Oh, if I were to take a step back from there and walk 180 degrees around and come at it from this point of view, what would that look like? And then start there. I found out this morning that I need more space, that I need more time, and I need more nature. Because boy, it's hard to be human these days. And also, there is a grand old invitation to notice rhythms, to notice patterns, to notice quiet, to also just be. So, what are you going to create for safety for yourself? Can you listen in to see where the imbalances are? Don't have a solution yet. That's not required today. No solutions today. Okay.